Man, what are you on with this Neo? Neo got like 3-4 girlfriends.
He do. Listen, if it makes sense for them, it makes sense for them. I know I put him in Jess with the Mess the other day, and I called 3 of the girls a clown. I was like,
why you do
she a
that?
clown, she a clown, she a clown. That's because it was funny to me, you know. But, you know, it probably wasn't funny to them, you know. It was a couple of their friends was in the comments like, why they got to be clowns? If they like it, then they like. Do you like it for your friend?
Yeah.
You know, and listen. If you're taking care of all 3 and 4 of them, if ain't no strain on that man's bank account, and they like it,
right?
Cool. That's what's up.
It takes a special type of person.
It certainly does.
Everybody ain't cut out like that.
And it take a special type of woman to.
That's the, I'm talking about the woman. I ain't talking about the guy.
How the hell you gonna walk up and kiss me and then you kiss this person and then you kiss? I thought that only happened on Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know like that. That's like a real thing, but polyamory is a real thing. You know?
Who came up with that term?
Somebody who got hurt by one person and was like, I'm going to just deal with all y'all. You know, that's it. I honestly feel like that's where polyamory came from. Somebody that got hurt.
Right.
Like, I think all of these things are man-made things. I don't think these are, like, this wasn't a term. You know what I'm saying? Right. This wasn't since the beginning of time.
Right.
You know, this is just something that this is a result of someone being hurt somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want more kids?
I do.
How many kids you want? 2?
I
2 more?
wanted. I always wanted a big family. I'm not gonna lie. I always wanted to have at least like. And listen, I wanted to have like 6 boys, but you know, you don't get to pick. You know, the gender of your kids. I mean, they're trying to do that, but you don't get to do that. Right. You know, period. So, but now it changed. When I met Chris, I was like, I can see myself with a girl. Like I want to have a little girl.
And that'll be it?
No, I actually want about 2 more kids, but I'm 33.
Right. Oh, you got plenty.
And I'm still in my career, and I'm hitting my peak, and I got work to do.
So you're gonna push the kids down the road a little bit?
Yeah. Yep. I think I have my next kid at 35. If it don't work out like that, maybe 36. But I know I ain't having no more at the 40.
What about marriage? You ready to get married now?
Absolutely. Christopher proposed to me on Christmas.
Ooh.
Yes, he did.
You cry?
Hell yeah, I cried. I'm a big crybaby. I'm an Aquarius, so we're very.
Water sign.
No, we not. We air. Yeah, you thought Aquarius because aquarium is water.
Yeah.
But no, air. We air. I don't know why we air either. I thought I was. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was water a couple years ago too, but I'm air, obviously. So yeah, y'all need me to live.
Let me ask you this: the first child, you weren't this just hilarious. The second child, you're a star. You got money. Money's coming in. How different is it raising the second child as opposed to raising the first child with no money as opposed to having the money?
Man, see, I didn't only not have money. I was living in the hood. I was like, lights was off. It was a lot of things I had to endure while raising my first child, my baby boy. He's seen me through a lot of things. But with Marley, my 6-month-old, it is different. It's different. You know, I have money to move the way I want to move, to buy the things I want her to have. You know, her dad has the money to buy things. You know what I mean? We have a nanny, you know, which we are totally blessed with because it's my fiance's mother. She moved home from Kuwait to help out with this baby. She knew that both of our careers demanded a lot of our time, and she came over she came home to help with that, you know. So we take care of her too, you know. Right. And although it is different, and yes, money, we got money and everything, you need a lot of patience.
Yes,
to
for sure.
deal with children, and and it may look like money is all you need to have stability in raising children, but you need to be mentally sane. You need to have it. You don't need to have it all together, but you need self-care, self-love. You need to be straight before you can care for somebody else. Right. You know what I mean? And with me having businesses, and I'm not just Jess hilarious. I'm not just Jess with the mess. I got a lot going on. Right. You know, I am absolutely grateful for my fiance and his mother. You know what I mean? Right. For help the village. It definitely takes a village. I ain't gonna lie. It was a little easier being broke. That's the easy part. It was a little easier being broke. But I wouldn't change anything.
You think your son notices the difference between then and now?
Yeah. Because he's 12.
Okay.
You know, he's 12 now, and he remembers our lights being off. You know, he remembers having to spend all these days on the porch, you know, playing with his cars until everybody else went in the house, and then we had to go in the house. You know, we went in the house. I was determined to not let nobody see me and my son going into a dark house. So we waited till everybody on the block went in their house, and then we went in the house. We lit our candles. I went to steal all them candles from the Dollar Tree. Yup. That was the perfect time to be a thief, you know. And I lit candles, and we would play games and stuff like that. But yeah, he remembers all that. He knows that, and that's why he has the best of both worlds. He grew up like that, and then now he gets to stream, he gets to have the latest this and the latest that. And while I still make him earn it, because that's how my parents did, I don't just give him everything. He's not an entitled kid, you know. He still lives a great life. And he knows the best of both worlds. You know.
Right. You had your first child at 20. This one's at what, 32 and a half?
32, yes.
That's a big
gap. I don't know who the hell I thought I was starting over. For real, like that.
How different are you as a mom, 20 to the 32-year-old?
Man, very, very different. My mom helped me raise my son. Between me and his dad. We were young, you know, and when I took off, it's just hilarious. I had to do a lot of traveling. I wasn't able to take Ashton everywhere with me. So my mom played a big role in raising my son with me, like helping me, you know. She bared that, you know. And now it is different. My son was living with my mother.
Okay.
And then fast forward now to me having a baby. I'm like, look, I want both of my children with me. It ain't gonna make sense, and it's not fair for me to have a new baby, and my first son ain't even living with me because I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing. No, I want my children with me, you know. So my son is homeschooled now, and we live in Jersey because I do Breakfast Club in New York. And I got both of my kids.
How did your mom take that though? Because
she did not like it.
Because that's how we were born. I was raised by my grandparents.
Yeah.
And then when my grandfather died, my mom and my grandma said no. They're not going.
Yeah. Oh man. I know, right? So you was your grandmother's baby.
Yes.
And that's exactly how my son was. My mom was like, no, I don't think you should take him up to Jersey. I said, yeah, well, it's time for me to be both, to be a mom to both of my kids. I want to be with both of my children.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before 2 something.